The Inca. The Inca Empire was a kingdom that developed in the Andes region of South America and gradually grew larger through the military strength and diplomacy of their emperors. Known as Tawantinsuyu, the Inca state spanned the distance of some 2,500 miles from northern Ecuador to central Chile, and at its peak consisted of 12 million inhabitants from more than 100 different ethnic groups. Well-devised agricultural and roadway systems, along with a centralized religion and language, helped maintain a cohesive state. Despite their power, the Inca were quickly overwhelmed by the diseases and superior weaponry of Spanish invaders, and the last bastion of their immense empire was overtaken in 1572. The Inca first appeared in modern-day Peru sometime during the 12th century, arising from earlier pre-Inca groups in the region. These earlier groups have been credited with creating the ancient Nazca lines, immense drawings etched into the landscape. The Inca began expanding their land holdings by the reign of their fourth emperor, Mata Capac. However, they did not truly become an expansive power until the eighth emperor, Viracocha Inca, took control in the early 15th century. Bolstered by the military capabilities of two uncles, Viracocha Inca defeated the Ayamaca kingdom to the south and took over the Urubamba Valley. He also established the Inca practice of leaving military garrisons to maintain peace in conquered lands. When the rival Chancas attacked circa 1438, Viracocha Inca retreated to a military outpost while his son, Qusay Inca Yupanqui, successfully defended Cusco. Qusay Inca Yupanqui, who soon took the title Pachacuti, became one of the Inca's most influential rulers. His military campaigns extended the kingdom to the southern end of the Lake Titicaca basin and hundreds of miles north to subject the Cajamarca and Chimu kingdoms. The expanding reach of the Inca state, now called Tawantinsuyu, or Land of the Four Quarters, prompted strategic logistical considerations. Pachacuti is believed to have been the first Inca emperor to order forced resettlement to squash the possibility of an uprising from one ethnic group. Most Inca subjects were self-sufficient farmers who tended to corn, potatoes, squash, llamas, alpacas and dogs, and paid taxes through public labor. There was no written language, but a form of the Quechua language became the primary dialect, and knotted cords known as quipu were used to keep track of historical and accounting records. The Inca are today celebrated for many artistic and cultural achievement, including their monumental architecture, of which the magnificent fortress complex Machu Picchu is but one example. The Inca also developed sophisticated calendars, elaborate textiles, functional and decorative ceramics, surgical techniques, productive terrace agriculture, and the use of coca leaves as medicine and in religious ceremonies. They also practiced mummification of their dead. Unfortunately, many of the gold and silver creations of the Inca were melted down by Spanish conquistadors and sent back to Europe. Despite these advances, the arrival of Spanish explorers in the 1500s soon set into motion the events that would lead to the collapse of the Inca Empire. The Spanish carried such alien diseases as smallpox and influenza, which wiped out a huge chunk of the population before killing Huayna Capac and his chosen successor around 1525. Those two deaths sparked a civil war as would-be emperors battled for power, with Atahualpa eventually outlasting his half-brother, Huascar, to grab the throne of the now-weakened empire. Attempting to keep the peace, the Spanish installed a young prince named Manco as a puppet king, a move that backfired during a spirited rebellion in 1536. However, Manco and his men were eventually forced to retreat to the jungle village of Vilcabamba, which remained the last stronghold of the empire for about 36 years. Eventually, however, the Spaniards took control of Vilcabamba in 1572, when the last remaining Inca ruler, Manco's son Tupac Amaru, was captured and executed, bringing the Inca Empire to an end. For more about indigenous people around the world, please visit to our channel. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe.